Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Um, been gone for a while here, haven't been really posting. Been really busy. But today I'm gonna do this video to bring you the first looks at a new car that I picked up. And it's always been a dream car of mine. And so I finally was able to get one. I found it through a friend of a friend. And that friend that I bought it from became a great friend. So it was a win-win situation. I've been liking these cars ever about for the last 10 years. Never really been able to find one. Prices on them are extremely expensive, but I finally got one. Lord blessed me with one. Got a super great deal on it, and we're gonna get to it. I'll show you guys, show you some stuff I've already done to it, and the plans going forward. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're gonna walk into the shop here. As you can see, Project Side Chick is on the side right now, but we're gonna get back to this one. So guys who was interested in this build, it is still going on. It is still getting the LS swap. Just we are ordering parts. We got parts on back order, but we're gonna jump on this thing here shortly in the next month or so, and you'll be getting a lot of videos on this car here. This will be the first one I've ever done like this, so you'll see a lot of things. You'll be learning as I learn. But let's walk into the shop here. And I'm not going to bring it up until you guys guess what it is. If you follow me on social media, you've already seen this car, I'm pretty sure. If you don't, then it is what it is. But without further ado, I'm gonna give you a flash. Alright, we're gonna come back around here. Did you see what it was? I'll give you a hint. I've always wanted, and I will still be searching for, 67 Buick Electra. Always wanted a cruiser. I wanted a two-door. I wanted the olive green. And I want it with white leather interior. So, I gave you a little hint. But we can go ahead and get it to you. Up. There we go. Yes, I did it. I got me a 1986 Buick Grand National. Car is in great shape. Great shape for what I paid for it. Was a super good deal. I thank you, Mr. Ward. I will not disappoint you in this build because of what you sold me this car for. So let's start from the front, and we're gonna work our way around to the back. So starting from the front, we are missing some few things. Nothing that I can't buy. So as you can see up front, we're missing the bumper molding. So I have to get that. I just had to put the license plate on it even before I even got it running. I had to put the license plate on it because I love the Power 6 logo. Moving up, if you guys are not familiar with these cars, which I did not know this until I actually owned one, 1986 comes with a chrome grille. 87 has the all black grille and doesn't have Buick on it. I actually thought someone had robbed the grill out of this car until I started talking to one of my Facebook buddies, James Churchill. Please go check out his YouTube channel. It is Peanuts Automotive Adventures. James and his son are awesome to watch. Big Buick enthusiasts. Please go over there, like and share, and I will be sharing a lot of his videos. But like and subscribe to his channel also. Great guy. Super great guy. Really blessed to know that he doesn't mind lending you a hand or telling you a favor on these cars. I really love that about him. So, James, I appreciate you. But, so he's the one that told me, yeah, 86 comes with a chrome grille. Because I really thought somebody had stole the grill out of this car. But that's in great shape. The buckets for the headlights are in great shape. Let's move on around. Let's go around this way. Let's go around the passenger side. Got the charger going, charging the battery up in it. Does have the original wheels on it with the Power 6 logo centers. 86 and 87 were intercooled, so you have the intercooling badging. Hood's in great shape. I don't see any dents that I can find. This is broke. I'm probably going to delete that and go to a invisible antenna just to make it look, body lines look cleaner. Moving on down. As you can see, this white line going down the car, that's actually trim. And you can see a piece of it still left there. When I got the car, somebody had stripped the trim off the doors for some odd reason. I'm not sure why, but I have it on the quarter and on the fender. But my plan is to actually delete it all together anyway when I get this car painted. I like it better without the trim. The trim is an option, and I did not know that. Also, you can see this car has a gray pinstripe. This was not put on after the factory. This was actually a dealership option. And I will explain to you why I know certain things about this car later on in the video. But pinstripe was added onto this car also at the dealership. Like I said, still got the original rims. Moving on to the back. Car is really straight. Really straight. No dents. It's just dull. I could get some compound, go to work, bring this back out, but I'm going to get this car repainted. I'm not even going to sit here in front. Rolling down. As you can see down the side of the car. No dents. No rust. All these seals are in good shape. Moving around to the back. This was a Virginia car. This tag is old, so I'll show it on YouTube. Super old. This car was on the road in 2000, so this car was running. I'm the third owner of this car, and the only reason this car went off the road is because they blew the motor up. But tail lights are in great shape. Bumpers in great shape. The rear bumper's in really great shape. Yes, that was the first thing I ordered for this car was bumper fillers. Because I know you guys wondering, why has it got gaps? Yes, first thing I ordered was bumper fillers because I can't stand it. The reason I have not put those bumper fillers in is because I have some other plans that will make it easier to install a polyurethane body bushing kit all the way around this car. I'm going to just redo all of it. So I'm not going to put those in until I get the body bushings in because it'll be easier to get to. But first thing I did buy was bumper fillers. If you're wondering why is it gray across the back here, is because it did have some rust, and it was odd. These cars are known to get in little pits and stuff in the back here, but I was missing a whole section right here for some odd reason. Don't know why. The guy I bought it from, we was trying to figure out the same thing. We're not sure. But I had one of my great buddies, J&A Transportation, which is a body shop. I had him weld and reconstruct this lip right here. So it was rusted out all to here, and if I still got a picture, I'll add it in. But it was rusted from about here all the way here and probably about this high. So I had Jonathan come in, cut that out, and reconstruct that. He did an awesome job, guys. Look at that body line on that trunk. And the reason I opted to do that instead of buy a new trunk is because this is a true WE2 car. Meaning, inside the sticker that's in the trunk tells you all the options for this car. And it is WE2. And I would show you that, but I don't have a key in there right now. And I had to grab a screwdriver. But inside, on the right side, if you're facing the trunk, it will give you every option that this car came with. If you see WE2 as a option code, that means it was a true Grand National, or at least the trunk was a true Grand National. So that's really, far as I know, the only way you can tell if it was a real Grand National. Also, if the bumper brackets are aluminum, if I'm not mistaken. But he did a great job at reconstructing that. And like I said, I'll get a picture in there if I possibly can of that. But he did a really good job. So shout out to Jonathan at J&A Transportation. Moving on down. Once again, we're missing the molding. I'm thinking somebody robbed the molding off this car to try to put it on another one. But not sure. Like I said, I'm going to delete it. I do have the badging for that back also, the original badging. I'm just not going to put it on until I get it painted, but I do have the original badge. Those are original badges. As you can see, this car is straight as an arrow. Alright, I'm going to show you the only rust place I have left on this car. And it's so small, it's right there in the corner of the door. And I'm going to address that here shortly. But that's the last, between the trunk and this spot is the only place I have rust. The reason of most of that, especially underneath the car, is this car actually they actually had it undercoated from the factory, well, from the dealership. So that was in the options package, and I'll explain to you why I know all that later. But so underneath is immaculate underneath this car. Moving on to the inside. Yeah, it's pretty clean. I have cleaned it up now, so it wasn't like this when I got it, but it is getting there. Open the door up. Yep, lights, interior lights still work. Like I said, I still have some cleaning to do. I need to steam clean the door panel on this side. That door panel I'm going to have repaired. Had it re-upholstered. It looked like it got a little bit of water damage, but no big deal. Power windows, yes, the power windows still work. Driver's side of the motor is out. I mean, passenger side of the motor is out, so I got to put a new motor in that side. But it does work. Switches work. For the most part, it's in good shape. Body built by Fisher. That's who built these bodies for GM back in 86, 87. I think they even did them probably back to 85. So that's how you know who built this actual body. Looking at the interior, the seats has a normal wear and tear. These are going to get re-upholstered after I actually get this car on the road. But what I got here will do for now. It's got the Power 6 logo in the seats. And then let's go to the rear. Rear's pretty clean too. Now I have vacuumed this out, guys. I have not steam cleaned this yet. So once I steam clean this, it's going to get even better. Original interior, the two-tone. I love the two-tone. I love the Power 6 logo in the seats. Alright. Let's pan around here. And let's hop in. Oh boy. So yes, we got the light over there. I think it's hanging down. Got to put it back up. Carpet's in great shape. Debating whether to put new carpet or not, I'm not sure. But we got the Grand National badging over there. If it'll focus. Dash is in good shape. I cleaned all that up. Moving over this way. One thing I've already done to this car is I did put a new shifter in it. The shifter J-rod was broke, so I put a new shifter in it. I also added these gauges here. It already had the gauge pod, but I added these Sunpro ST Sport gauges. As you can see right there, that's oil and water. If it'll focus. Oil and water there. I did the Susan single DIN radio. And over here on the pillar, it already had gauges over here on the pillar, but I switched those out too, which they're going to be hard to see. But they have the Sunpro ST Sport gauges as well. And you have boost and voltage up there. Moving up to the top here. I do have the chrome trim that goes in that crease right there. So that's that chrome trim. I just removed it while I was cleaning. I'm probably going to end up having to get a new piece, but it was in there. Just didn't like it. Had some bubble spots in the chrome. I do actually have the new plastic piece that goes across the dash. As you can see, that's cracked where your speakers are. I will probably be replacing those speakers when I find out what exactly speakers are in there. So I will put that new panel on then. Okay, and then we move here. Steering wheel. I don't know what it is. I just love this steering wheel. I love the way it's shaped. It's kind of sporty for what it was back in 86, 87. I did have to redo this. You know, typically guys, especially the Grand National guys, they're not treated with anything, so they get those rust spots in them. So what I did was, I sanded it down, I etch primered it, and then I actually got non-fogging aluminum paint, and I painted this. And I just did this probably about 10-15 minutes ago, and then reinstalled it. So it gives it back that original finish, but now it has paint on it, so I don't have to worry about it rusting. It's primered and it's painted. So we got that going. For my Grand National guys, we've got people that don't know, a real Grand National does not come with this. I added this. You can buy it for like $7-10 from gbodyparts.com. I just love the Grand National symbol so much that I want to be able to look at it while I'm driving. But the Tri-Shield for Buick, which if you never knew, the red, white, and blue is what they call a Tri-Shield logo, is actually underneath here. It is actually not red, white, and blue on the Grand National though. It's like a gray black. And I wish I had a picture of one. But that is what's underneath this jewel. This jewel just sticks on top of that. So I can remove this and go back to the original. But I like it better with the Grand National logo. So that's what I went with. But the Tri-Shield is underneath here. And it can be removed and go back to the Tri-Shield. I did put a new ignition lock cylinder in it. And come to find out, I didn't even need a new ignition lock cylinder. The actual collar right here had twisted and I couldn't get the key out. But I got 4 keys now, so I'm going to turn it on. And you see it lights up. Your little lights here is your tack and your boost. And we'll go over here to the radio, where I just finished wiring it also. And I'm gonna all give you a static because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. But we have Bluetooth in this car now and everything. And everything cleaned up pretty well. Dash is in great shape. This is something that I really like about this car. That I don't see a whole lot. I know they're out there, but I don't see a whole lot of them. And there's not an exact number of what GM know how many they done. But it's a T-top car. Yeah, you can see the rafter in the shop. But anyway, T-top car. I love T-tops. But I was in for a rude awakening when I did these. And what I mean by they were rotted out. Not the actual T-top itself. Let's get out of here. But matter of fact, I'm just going to show you because I like you guys that much. I redone all this paneling and underneath it. All new weather stripping because it was rotted clean out. And I'll try to get you a picture of all that came out that was old. But I redone that on both sides and re-weather stripped all the doors and the T-tops. Let's put them back in. I probably won't be taking these out that much, but I do like the fact that it is a T-top car. And I want to show you how bad those panels were. The new panels are stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about them rusting. They are a little pain to do. So underneath those panels, you have the actual roof. I repaired the roof, welded a piece of metal back into the rust spots that it had, smoothed it out, and etch primed it. And a trick that I do on things that's going to see weather is I actually instead of painting it underneath those panels that I just showed you, I bed coat it with truck bed coating. That way, no moisture or anything can actually attack the rust. Well, no, it ain't no rust anymore, but actually attack the metal. So it was etch primered, then bed coated, and then I applied those stainless steel panels onto top of that. So that's how I did that, guys. Like I said, super clean inside. I really love it. This, I got one ordered. Since I had the steering wheel and stuff off, I'm going to put a new one of these because you see it's missing some I guess what you call that, chrome. Hey, I'm tripping here. But anyway, that's pretty good. That's so that's that. Wipers work, lights work. Let's see, can we get you the lights working? Yep, all my lights work, turn signals work. Like I said, I got those bumper fillers. I'm just not gonna put them in until I do the body bushings. But that's the only rust part I got on it, guys. So, and I'm going to address that. Really small, very easy fix. Cut all the rust out, weld a patch panel in it. I'm not putting any Bondo in this car. So that's that. I do want to show you those trim panels for the T-tops that took a beating. It's a junk pile here. But yes, these are those trim panels that was up there. They took a beating. But I'm glad they took the beating instead of so much of the actual roof. So as you can see, that's how bad they were ate up. I ripped all those out. Those are not cheap, guys, either, if you're gonna plan on doing that. So save your little pennies up, because I saved my little pennies, and I got those. They run you about $600-700 for just those panels there, but had to have them. We're gonna take a look underneath the hood of this. Let me open that up. Open up, open up. Everybody wants to see that bad 3.8. Bad 3.8. Oh, it ain't got a 3.8. Like I was saying, the guy blew the motor up in this car before I got it from the buddy. So he never put a motor in it. He does have a very nice T-type. Well, I will drop a video of his T-type after this small clip right here. But it had 3.8 in it. I am not going back 3.8. Don't get me wrong, guys, before you start ridiculing me. I am not going V8 in this car either. Typical thing people do is LS swap these cars. And yes, I own a lot of LS's. But I'm not going to LS swap this car. It is going back V6. And we will, in another video, we will talk about what motor I'm going to put in here. Yes, it's still going to be a turbo. So, I'm just charging the battery right now as I'm doing stuff. I will get underneath here. This will get repainted all up. Delete all the 3.8 option stuff, wiring harness, etc. Because this car will be going on an aftermarket ECU. But that's for another video, guys. But that's underneath the hood. It has braided lines and stuff, fuel pump. It's like a Mega 450 in the back. So they were doing some really serious racing with this car. But if you see anything underneath here that's related to 3.8 that you need, just give me a shout in the comments. I have other stuff that for sale also. I will be deleting the electronic brake booster. I'm going manual. Don't judge me. I'm just going manual. But I'm going manual brake booster. And so that will be coming off. As far as I know, it works fine. For the price I'm going to sell it at, it is a price you can overhaul it and have a system ready if one goes out, or if you just want to redo one. But that's underneath the hood. Still going to have power steering on it. AC may come back later down the road after I get most of what I want done with the car. But that's underneath the hood, guys. Well, that concludes this video. What I did want to tell you is how I know so much about this car is because I actually have the original window sticker to this car. But we're going to bring that to you in another video at another time, guys. And we're going to talk about how much this car was in '86, what options that mine had on it, and etc. Where this car was bought at, everything. I have all that paperwork to go with this car, guys. Well, we're out. That's my first introduction of my '86 Buick Grand National. Guys, there is no budget on this car. A lot of cars I do, I set me a budget. I don't go over that budget too much. This car has no budget. If it takes 3 years to get it done, it's 3 years. It takes 5 years, it's 5 years. Reason being, this car is dedicated, and this build is being dedicated to my father, who passed a couple years ago. That's why this car has no budget. This car here will be passed down to my son and hopefully to his kids. This car here, title does not exist. And what I mean by that is this car will never be sold. So, yes, I have the title to this car. This title here will go in the vault and it will never leave, not less when I'm dead and gone, they sell it, which I hope not. Put in plans, they can't sell this car. But that's the plans for this car, guys. So, peace out. Catch you later. Stay tuned. We got more stuff to come about this car. Later.